Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Jonathan back again with the weekly scope. And today I'm talking about the zone confirming the Canelo and Bivol fight that will be taking May 7th. Honestly, this is a great fight for Canelo, and not really a great fight for the zone. I think the zone is making a big mistake here. Their whole model has been death to pay per view, and that pay per view is costing too much. And I agree. I think the subscription model is definitely a great way to market your platform. I think it's the future, especially looking at streaming providers like Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max. You see the subscription model definitely working more and more, especially to the average people. But I think the boxing game is a little bit behind coming to the subscription model. I think for the newer generation, it definitely makes a lot of sense. But for these older boxing fans, the more traditional diehard boxing fans, they kind of see the zone as a joke. And in a way, I think that's hurting the zone and their total pay per view numbers. Well, subscription numbers. And I think it's kind of forcing their hand here in order to make these fights with Canelo Alvarez, who is the biggest pay-per-view star. So he will sell regardless. But honestly, personally, I don't like the zone making this move financially. I think it hurts them. I know it hurts me as a customer because it's gonna be interesting because then I'm gonna have to decide will I want to even buy this pay-per-view because then there should be a GGG pay-per-view down the line, and then there should be an Artur Beterbiev pay-per-view down the line. So questions upon questions. But as far as Canelo, like I mentioned, great for his career because this fight would set up a future fight between him and Artur Beterbiev. And honestly, I think that's great. For Canelo's legacy, if he beats Dmitry Bivol, an undefeated fighter, a champion, you beat Artur Beterbiev, who is a unified, undefeated champion, if he beats Joe Smith Jr., and then you beat GGG again, who I know the GGG trilogy has been watched depending on what side of the fence you are. You either think Canelo won both, you think GG won both, you think they split 1-1 each, you think they both drawed. Like, there's so many ways you could go with that. And it's very decisive or undecisive amongst the fans. But regardless, I think it's good for boxing. I think Canelo is cementing his legacy because, if he could beat these three fights which are presented to him this year, being Bivol, GGG, and Beterbiev in that order, being undisputed in two divisions, assuming Beterbiev wins against Joseph Jr., which I think most of us think he will. Honestly, this will be a great fight for Canelo. Great three fights for his legacy. And honestly, I can't wait to see it happen. Hopefully, not all with the zone pay per view. I mean, we'll have to see what the prices are. But regardless, I think this is great for Canelo's legacy. And yeah, with all that being said, we'll see how this plays out. I'll see you next time. Peace.